just do a podcast. They're fucking awesome. My name's Trapani. I'm the co-founder and co-CEO of Vygo, which is an edtech scale-up we've been going through Australia and the UK with our eyes always firmly set on moving to the US. We've done podcasts for a whole different range of reasons. We've done podcasts to get coaches. We've done podcasts in our sales funnel as a marketing lead generation tool. I love the format and the medium to meet people and have amazing, interesting conversations. So my podcasting experiences that I've done everything from building them myself to working with partners like Lower Street, gone from having podcasts that had absolutely no listeners to podcasts that have topped the charts and charted in 17 different countries. So, I'm just a big fan of podcasting, and I've done everything I can imagine, and I'm always looking to do more and more in the space. My one piece of advice for podcasting for anyone and brands in particular is that it's not about growing a big audience. There are already the Joe Rogans and the Tim Ferriss podcasts out there that have so many listeners, okay? The chances that you get to that level are so minuscule, but that's not why you do a podcast. You do a podcast because you get this opportunity to meet as many people as you want. Podcasts give you the opportunity to reach out to people that you don't have the social capital to interact with. So whether that's like leads for a business that you'd love to expand or an author that you'd love to meet, having a podcast gives you an excuse and a reason to get in touch with that person. It gives you a way to make that person feel special and to give someone they get something out of this as well. So think about your guests, think about the guest experience, and that's more important than anything else, okay? And then if you do that and you really lean into something, maybe the audience will come and maybe it won't, but no matter what, you got to engage and interact with the people that you actually care about. You got to make them feel special and build relationships like you never would have had the opportunity to otherwise. People think about, what's better, to go for a big, broad audience and kind of get everyone listening, or is it better to go down the path and get a very niche, narrow audience? At the end of the day, it's not up to you. You can't build a big, broad, vague audience. That just won't happen. So you need to at least start niche. If you want to get that big over time, that's okay. But you need to find a niche. You need to find that audience that will truly care about the content that you're trying to create and that you want to create. Create content that they're going to care about, and then over time that niche audience will grow. But the niche of the audience, the more tailored the content, the more engagement that you're going to get from that audience, and the better the chances that they're going to become an audience that you can turn into a business opportunity, or you can add more value to them, or a deeper, longer term engagement with them. So at the end of the day, you don't really have the choice to go big or go niche. You have to start niche anyway. And if you're lucky, you can go beyond that, but most likely you need to call your shot, and you have to go pretty hard after that. And the only way to do that is to start narrow, understand really who you want to engage and who's going to engage with the kind of content you can create. If you're a brand and you're considering working with an agency, the biggest piece of advice I would give you is to really work out who you're going to engage with directly, because the people you work with can make a world of difference. So we've done podcasts on our own and we've done them with agencies. And whenever we had an amazing person working with an agency, it made a world of difference on the project, because they could help us articulate our creative visions in a way that we could never understand or we could never get to on our own. So when you go to an agency, make sure they have the experience, make sure they've got the runs on the boards that you're after, and they've done things that you want to do, and that you can trust them. And then when you've selected that, you've done your due diligence, lean into that, trust that person, build a relationship with that person, and bring them in on your creative vision and let them help you get there. Because they do this for a job. You don't, you're building a company. I'm building a company. I don't create podcasts full-time for a living. I haven't worked for, easy podcast. Do something that's fun for you. Do something that you love and that you're passionate about. Have conversations that are genuinely interesting so that you would listen to them and are genuinely interesting for you to have. Don't be on autopilot. So find a topic and then have a crack. Start as small as you want. And again, do not worry about your audience. Worry about the guests. Worry about the community that you're building with the people that you speak to. And that's the perfect way to start. And then maybe an audience will come and maybe not, but you will get these amazing opportunities to speak to people with their guard down, where they just want to have a real conversation, where they're not checking their emails on the phone, they're completely present with you. So if you think about doing a podcast, just do it. Have a crack. Do them once a month if you have to. Do them sporadically if you have to, but start doing a podcast, start having those conversations, and just start reaching out, because you will get access to more people than you could have ever imagined when you have a podcast. It's just this amazing exchange where you get to make someone feel awesome, they get a platform to plug their own stuff, and you get to have this conversation and build a relationship with someone that you may have never got to meet. Just do a podcast. They're fucking awesome. They're so awesome. And you regret not doing one, because in 10 or 15 years time, every smart person will have a podcast. And everyone thinks the space is crowded, but it's not crowded. It's such a niche art form, and you can have your own niche, and it'll be slow at the beginning, but it'll get better over time. And when you focus on the right areas, you will get so much value out of it.